Follow all Moesu news on his website, www.moesu.com, on his Facebook and Instagram page too, for daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moesu. My name is Joel Morgan. Moesu is a YouTube channel dedicated to the Yamaha synths, like we have the Modix 6 Plus today, but it works also in the same way for the Modix and the Montage. You can apply the same things you will see on this video, and for some little differences, I'll explain to you, of course, what are they. The today's topic is about how to load files, and it's explained in the manual, but you will have my advice about this too, of course. You can shoot me on Instagram and Facebook, Moesu, of course, and you have the website moesu.com, where you can find all information from Motif ES to XF Reface, Yamaha stage keyboard like Yamaha YC and CP, and all the Yamaha synths, Modix Plus, Modix and Montage, and also for software, John Mela software, and audio modeling, Camlot Pro. If you want to discovering, taking and go deeper fully in this software or keyboards, you can ask me for Moesu Masterclass. It's online through Zoom, it's one-to-one. You choose the topic. We are going to work together, but depending on the country, I cannot provide for Moesu Masterclass for all the world. So see information and video description about this. But for Camlot Pro, I can provide for all users all over the world, because we are walking through the audio modeling platform. So do not hesitate to ask to me. If you are not a Moesu follower, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. Let's go for the today topic about how to load files and my advice about this. So you need to have a USB stick connect to the USB 2 device port. This stick, no need to have a huge stick. I explained this in the how to save a file, but I will explain it quickly here. No need to have encryption inside, special things. So FAT32 is the format for the USB key, so very easy. And you can do it directly on your Modix, Modix Plus or Montage. So when you open in utility, you go to content to load or save, but go to load for today. The first thing you need to do is to press job, because we are going to do an action and not to load a thing. And you press here on the device to see your stick device name, I will say, and USB 114 mine. I do not rename it. And if I want to format it, I will not do. Just press on it and you have format. Just press format. I will not do it, of course, because I need to load some things. What can we load and what are the advice? And my first advice is see my video about saving. Not to see it and to have more view, but because if you do not save your data and you load something, it's lose for all the time. It's lose. We see, and I see sometimes on the forums, on Facebook, I focus more on Facebook. People say, oh, I made a mistake, I lost something, I lose my data. Can I retrieve them? If you do not done a save, no, it's lose for all the time, for the eternity. So please save your files and see my first video before about this. So what can we load? We can load user file. So all your user area will be replaced by the user area you will load. And that's the time to explain to you what you can do on Modix Plus, Modix, Montage. The Modix Plus and Modix can load Montage user file. The Montage can load Modix Plus and Modix user file. That's the same thing for the library, but you cannot load a backup file from Montage to Modix, Modix Plus. You cannot load a backup file from Modix Plus to Modix to Montage. Backup not possible to exchange. First thing to take in account. Second thing, the size of the data you have inside the file you want to load. If you are using a Modix, remember you have 1 GB memory. So if you try to load a Montage user file that is 1.3 GB, you cannot. And see the bonus. We will 2 parts for the bonus today and see part 1 for the bonus about this. I have near 400 megabytes of samples and waveform. It's the Modex Plus. I can go up to 1.75, but I cannot load 1.5 gigabyte from the montage because the 2 will be too much. So you need to take this in account also. So, and for the user, if you want to load the user file you have saved before, remember, you have the pop-up alert that say to you, be careful, you are going to overwrite what you have by this. So you have an alert to say to you, be careful. Okay, I cancel because, of course, I do not want to load. It will take a little bit of time, and we do not have too much time. Okay. For the library, same ID, but for the library file, we have 8 library files inside your Modex Plus or montage. So where does this library file, if I try to load one, go? On the first available library slot. You do not choose, I want to put it on 4, on 5. No, you cannot. On the first 3 available slot for library. And user and library contain the same thing. Live set, performance, waveform, sample, user, curve, etc., etc. That's the same thing. And you have some settings. They do not contain the song and the pattern. Only the backup file have the song and the pattern inside. But for song and pattern, you can shoot my video about Modex Connect, and you will see you can save easily and exchange from computer to your Modex Plus or montage the song and the pattern. Do not miss this. Also, it's very quick and easy. So, library, it go to library. Okay, easy. If there is 8 library slot full, so you cannot load, it will say you cannot load. You need to delete one. Backup file is save all the things you have inside your Modex Plus or montage. You have the user area, you have all the settings you have in utility, you have the song, you have the patterns, you have the library, all is inside. And I explained to you on my save video how many times you need to save, etc., etc. I do not come to this. You can load song and performance. This is in Modex Plus montage file format. You have song and perf, so link, song link to a perf, song alone, pattern and perf, pattern, etc. MIDI files, if you want to load MIDI files, tune, and WAV files. For the MIDI files and the WAV files, my advice will be more to go directly in the play rec. For the MIDI file, you can load directly in this ID. It can be better. And for the WAV file, use, if you want to associate it to a drum kit to have a one shoot or looping samples playing all along the time, or to add to an element to build like a waveform, but not really like on the motif. My advice is to go directly to the element or to the drum key to do this, because here it will load and you need from the drum key to go say, I need to go here to, so go try and work directly from where you want to work for this kind of files. But you can do here if you want, of course. So I think I have tell you all what you need to know about loading files. That's the bonus time. So for the bonus file, let's come back to the John Mallet's waveform editor. I have made a full video, not full, but overview video explaining what is the waveform editor. So I will not go push deeper on this, but in the special case that you want to work with several libraries, you want to combine some sound banks, of course, you can do all the job on the Modex Plus or the montage, but it will take to you a huge time, and time is money. So my advice is to go to the John Mallet's waveform editor, because you can see, especially if you want to, you have 400 megabytes inside your Modex or Modex Plus like me, you have a friend that give you, without commercial sound bank, be careful of this, a montage sound file that you have done. So it's a backup file you cannot load directly. So you can do it with the waveform editor, because you can open and make a copy and paste. Very, very easy. So I just need to do, I will not do all. New, very difficult with the mouse from the Modex. Modex users and Modex Plus users files library are the same file format. So interesting because here you can see the total waveform size. You see, I'm near on this side, and I can select if I want some performances, I want to work with them, and I just make a copy, and from the new file I have done, so very, very easy to select what you want, to try, and it's managed all the things, arpeggio, live set, for the user file, for the library. So very, really, if you want to win time, take a little time to make the money on the side and buy the John Melas Waveform Editor. You will not regret it. That's my big first advice for the bonus, to mix sound banks and to manage library. So because you can delete some samples and waveform you have in library inside the Waveform Editor, so you can win place and you can load more things if you need. Okay. And let's go to the second part, because I have something special for Modex Plus and Modex users, because Montage users have the chance to have directly inside Montage the Motif XF performances. And we do not have this on the Modex Plus and the Modex. So can we do this? Yes, of course, because Yamaha provides the file you need. Here, I select library file on my screen. I will not press because it will load directly and it takes a little bit of time. Of course, I can cut in the video, but it takes time. So if I press on this one, original underline XF, this is mine, but Yamaha provides one also. And you have all the user's voice, but the user voice, you have them already in your Modex and the Modex, so no need to load. And you have also the performance, and the performance are very great. So for this one, I can click, because why? Because on the Motif series before we have a voice mode. Voice mode, there is no voice mode on Modex Plus. No, we have a single part performances, all these performances, but they are significant to single part performances. And you have some great performances with a lot of arpeggio for playing split and layers, very great. And here it does not load directly because it is a Motif XF file. It works in the same way with the XS. And you can choose to load the voice, but do not load the voices. Here in this case, you have already have them inside your Modex and Modex Plus. Just select performances and press load. I will do not done. I have already done the job. So how can we try them? Just go to category search, and on category search, bank favorite, to search the name. Here I remember it's P original, and I have all the nice performances that you have inside the Motif. I say enter is here, jazz launch. I do not know what is it. I don't remember. And you have the nice bass and the drums, and you can play. Very, very easy and great. So I hope you will like this bonus. Second bonus, load the XF performance. They are very, very great too, and it's a nice improvement for your Modex Plus and Modex. And if you do not have seen in the Montage category search menu, check Motif XF and try them. That's video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have found it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. It's very important for me to know that you like the content I provide, and more you have liked, more you can have suggestions for others users who perhaps do not know more with you. So it's a way to share. If you have learned something that you do not know and you're very happy about this and say, I like to thanks it, you can comment, of course, to thank me. But you have also the super thanks activate on the channel. On the bottom right of the video, you have super thanks. You can make a donation from $1 to what you want. Do not go too far. That's not a problem. But sometimes, if you have found something very interesting, it will help me to upgrade the licenses for the video software, the website, all the things. I don't thank you in advance. If you want to Moisio Masterclass, information on video description and on video ending.com. See you soon for one other Moisio video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moisio Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moisio expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, Stage Keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
Book your session from the Moesu Facebook page. Use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesu@orange.fr. This service is available in French and English, only for users who live in European Union. Camelot Pro 1-to-1 Masterclass are available for users all over the world through audio modeling platform. Thank you for watching this Moesu video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.